Good morning. This is TCR, TroyCommunityRadio.com. I'm Clint Myers on 1071 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV. It's time for the Main Street Report this morning, and with us is Mr. John Wilson. Good morning.
Good morning, Clint. Glad to be here as always.
Hey, it looks like you got another busy Saturday morning down to the farmer's market, and you kind of have a theme this week.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a theme this week. It's going to be home decor weekend to go along with all the fantastic vegetables and produce down here.
Awesome. So what are some of the vendors that you'll find down there? You've got some new ones this week.
We do have a couple of new vendors this week to come check out. We have one called Backyard Blessings. We can about imagine what that's going to be. Lucy in the Sky Creations. I don't know what that'll be. We also have My Zen Moments, or normal, and Mama Cordaway Quilts. And so there's all kinds of handmade decor to spruce up any home down here to go along with all our produce.
Well, nice. And some entertainment as well.
Yeah, we have Larry Lyons. Larry Lyons back at the farmer's market. Everybody's been here before, knows Larry and likes Larry. And if you haven't seen Larry yet, come on down and see Larry perform at the farmer's market.
Now that goes on until 1 o'clock this afternoon.
1 o'clock.
And even though the kids are getting ready to go back to school, the farmer's market runs through October 8th.
Yes, yeah, we extended a little bit this year. That's kind of a supply and demand. The farmers had supply and the customers demanded it, so it's easy to put that together and extend it a little bit.
Well, that's good, especially with all the dry weather that we've had, that there's been this much produce.
Yeah, well, they must be putting water on it. There's a lot down there.
They're taking care of their plots of land, to say the least.
I think after the last couple of weeks, hopefully there's all kinds of stuff ready to go for all the customers.
I'm sure there are. Tomatoes still coming off the vine.
Oh, like crazy.
All right. Coming up this afternoon, here's one thing going on, the Festival of Nations, and hopefully the rain will stay away from that.
Well, let's count on that. Get down and fill all your farmer market bags up, and then go on over to the levee and check out Festival of Nations. They have entertainment and food from all over the place.
Yeah, you'll have a chance to take all your goodies home from the farmers market. That closes at 1, and then the Festival of Nations starts at 2 o'clock on the levee. Food, fun, and it's for the entire family, and admission is free. So
that's the right price.
Yeah, that is the right price. The featured country this year is France, so head on over and check that out. And then tomorrow, the Troy Mayor's Concert with the Dayton Philharmonic Band and Summer Chorus down on Prouty Plaza.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon, you can't beat that. That's always very popular.
Now that's going to be another shut down the square event.
I believe so, Clint. That's again by need, I guess, keep everybody safe and everybody that comes down. So we'll have a big crowd for that.
Gotcha. And then Friday the 26th. Is a Troy Streets Alive. Tell us about that one, John.
Well, that's our last Streets Alive of the summer. These are the kinds that people really like. This is one where we'll put musicians and artists out on the streets. We'll have the stores all open late. Of course, the restaurants are there to take care of everybody's food and drink needs. We look forward to that. It's going to be hot summer nights in August.
It's kind of like an old-fashioned street fair.
It is.
You've got the entertainment out there, and the stores are open late. Just makes it for a nice evening to get out and do some shopping.
It makes for a nice evening. We can start that about 5 o'clock and then extend it on past until, I guess, the nightlife closes.
And, well, bring your appetite down because you can stop and eat at one of the fine dining establishments we have downtown.
We have a whole bunch of them, and they gear up for these. They're ready for us.
Hey, and thinking of all of our dining establishments here in town, we do something every year in Troy. It's called the Taste of Troy. And that's on September 10th.
September 10th from 11 to 4, Clint. We have, we hope as many local restaurants as possible to participate. We have all the big hitters that you'd normally recognize involved right now. They can bring maybe 3 of their best entrees down to sample.
Yeah, they come in sample size.
Sample size. You can hit all the places and still have enough room for more.
All right. Now the tickets for that, it's not like you're going up and you're spending money at their booths. You have to buy tickets first.
You can buy tickets up front at the Troy Main Street tent, I guess. And the tickets, the taste costs anywhere from 1 to, I guess, up to 5 tickets for depending on what you're purchasing. Generally, they run in the 2 to 3 range.
Okay, but if you were getting a sample of filet mignon.
Yeah, that's a 5-ticket one there.
That's what I'm thinking. But something is coming back again this year with kind of an added I'm not sure how to say, added fun.
Hopefully ramp it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Try things. We last year for the first time, the Taste of Troy tried a beer and wine garden, and I guess weather had a whole lot to do with it, and it wasn't didn't go over all that well. We also thought maybe we'd try to extend it a little bit. So this year, I guess City Council and the city was generous and allowed us to keep the beer garden open from 11 till 8 p.m.
So it'll start at 11 when the actual Taste of Troy begins.
Correct. It'll start at 11. The Taste of Troy begins. The restaurants will start to pull out about 4 o'clock as the restaurant portion ends. But then we will have a band on Prouty, and a beer garden on Prouty. We'll go ahead and extend until 8 o'clock that night.
Now, who's the band? They sound really interesting.
Funky G and the Groove Machine, Clint.
All right, that, like I said, it does. I would assume that they kind of have that funky grooving sound.
They do. And they are a family. They are, I guess, big fun band. They play oftentimes. They warm people up on the plaza down at the Reds games and all kinds of different places. They perform for families, and they're a good time band.
That will be entertaining, and some more things are going on that same day. Like lots of events.
Lots of things. The morning starts off with the Walk to End All-Timers right through downtown Troy. Then we run through the Farmers Market. Farmers Market, I guess, is extended till 2 also. Then we run through Taste of Troy. We have the beer tent open late to coincide with the band. And I guess another very popular event that's going on that evening is Second Story Secrets.
Always selling out on tickets on that, so you want to get those early.
Very successful event for Troy Community Works. You get out and snoop around in places that you ordinarily wouldn't have access to.
Right, that's just it. You get to go check out some of these places on the second floor. You might be familiar with the first floor business, but not necessarily what's above it.
It's interesting. Some of them finished, some of them not finished, and some of them in the process of being finished. So through the years, you've seen some that weren't finished, and maybe this year you'll see some and see the progress through the years and see some finished.
All right, always a good time. Second Story Secrets. And as well, going on over at the stadium is the high school band competition.
We have one more thing, isn't it, Clint?
It's just kind of piled on throughout the day.
The high school band competition over at the stadium, for anybody that hasn't been there, pop in and see that, see how well these high school kids perform on the field. They march and play at the same time. It's fantastic to see.
I know a lot of them, this is going to be really their first time out after band camps and summer break. So bringing it all back together and a chance to preview what they've got for this year.
Well, hey, they're ready to go.
All right. Hey, John, thank you so much for stopping by this morning.
Thank you, Clint.
This has been the Main Street Report. I'm Clint Myers on 107.1 WTJN for David Denoyer on TCTV.